level 60 upgrade. Alright guys, today I'm going to be installing STRC's hardened polished steel lock nut style hinge pin kit for the Rustler, Stampede, and Bandit. Guys, I've been wanting to get this for a while, so let's go ahead and get this installed. First thing I'm going to do is remove all 4 of the tires. Each tire is held on with a 4mm nut. With the wheels out of the way, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is remove the screw pins. The one that holds in the A-arm, as well as the one that holds the caster block to the bottom of the A-arm. Once you get those pins out of the way, it's time to go ahead and install the new ones. Now the longer ones are the ones that are going to be going in the back, so I'm going to be needing these ones. Now as you can tell, the structure of them is nearly identical. The biggest point is that it has a little tip right here for a nut that they do include to screw on there. And it is plastic ringed inside of that nut, so it's not going to fall out over time, which means you don't have to use Loctite. Also, a big benefit is that, yes, this is hardened steel, so it's going to last a lot longer and it's not going to be so easy to bend. Both of these can rust, which is a drag. This is not stainless steel, but believe me guys, it's still a much better alternative. So in order to install these, all I have to do is get the pin itself, slide it in through the back, push it all the way through, and then put on the 3mm nut that they include. Now a quick note about these nuts, you'll notice that, well, there is 2 different sizes. One is smaller than the other. The smaller ones are obviously going to go on the base of the A-arm, and the bigger ones are going to go on the top of the A-arm. And there you have it guys, it is done with. Now a couple of notes. Yes, this nut that goes on the smaller hinge is not 3mm. This one is. This one's a little bit smaller. And second of all, it doesn't matter if you have in the screw pins like this or like this. It really doesn't matter which side the nut is on. I've never seen it really interfere with how the RC performs. With the rear arm, I mean, it's the same way. So it just comes down to what you prefer and what looks good to you. Now, one last thing. If you do have the 4-way wrench that Traxxas provides you with, it does provide you with the size that you need in order to screw in the smaller nut. Sorry guys, I don't know what the size of that is, but hey, at least they have the option for it on this. Now it's time to go ahead and do the other side, which is going to be identical, and then we'll head on to the back. So with that taken care of, now I'm going to go ahead and swing around to the back, and it's going to be the same process. I'm going to undo the screw pin that's on the base of the A-arm as well as the top. Alright, once those are out of the way, we can go ahead and get the remaining pins, slide them in, and then screw them down with the last of the nuts. Now for the top of the A-arm, it might be a bit difficult to put in the pin just because if you do have the wheelie bar, well, it's going to be interfering. All you have to do is undo the 2 shoulder screws that hold in the base, slide it out of the way, and then you should have no problem sliding it in. Now probably the most annoying step in this whole process is tightening down this nut that holds in the rear A-arms. Now you can slide in the pin either way, but I like the look of the pin going in this way. Now if you also have this nice little tool from Traxxas, you can easily just slide it over the nut and then tighten it down. Once the rear ones are in, all I have to do is reattach the wheelie bar if you took it off, as well as reattach the tires. Here's before. And of course, here is after. And guys, I'm gonna have to say, I do like the look of these being installed. Now, quick couple of notes. These 2 pins are long enough to accommodate the fiberglass tie bar that's used for the bulkhead, if you have it on your RC. If you don't have that fiberglass tie bar, then don't worry about it. The pins will be a little loose, but it's not gonna affect the performance of the RC at all. Also, the nuts that are used on these rear pins on the tip of the A-arm is actually 3mm. The ones on the front are a little bit smaller, but since these are 3mm as well as the ones that are on the center, I can go ahead and do this. I can go ahead and switch them out for the stainless steel 3mm nuts that I have lying around. Now like I said, the ones that are on the tip of the front A-arms are just a little bit too small and I don't have that size in stainless steel. But either way, this is a nice little modification. And that was Demon's level 60 upgrade.